Today what we want to show you is our microgreen trays and our microgreen setup. So we've got a couple of things we'll go through quickly. You'll have predominantly the trays which we want to show, which are our very own, made in Australia. They're injection molded, so that means that they're going to last a lifetime. They're polyethylene. They can be treated or put through hot steams, whatever, for cleaning. So they're very good quality trays. Then we have our seeder user, which is for the paper pot planter. They're our very own, also Australian made seeders. These ones here, we'll be using these for doing some of the microgreens. And then our tray holder racks here, which will stack up, and this is obviously for larger commercial growers so that they can pick the whole lot up with the forklifts and move it on. So starting from the very start, we'll just get this here. We're going to be using peat moss and vermiculite for our solution today. So I've just got some down here. I'm just going to chuck a little bit in our tray. So when it comes to seed, we have our own seed online. You would have seen it in our store. So we're going to be doing red radish, peas, sunflowers and wheat. Just a bit of variety to show you what's out there. With your radish and your broccoli and all these sort of ones which are really expensive for what bang for buck you get. I mean, there is quite a bit of seed in here, but you know, it's expensive. So to make it most efficient, we usually use our drop seeder. So this is a drop seeder you got for the paper planters. You'll just get your heap of seed like so, and you'll whack it out on there, and you just want to shake it around. So when you have that there shaking around, you just put it fairly square across the front there, and I'll put this right at the front of the first one, and I'll just press it, just give it a knock, and we'll do that again. You can see that we've got a fairly dense spread and it's fairly even across the whole tray. So now once we're done with them, you want to change your seed. You're planting broccoli or something else, which we won't be planting today. You just tip them all back into that bag and you're all done and dusted. So there's your first one seeded. We'll take that and we'll stick that straight into our racking system, and next thing we'll do peas or sunflowers or wheat. And they're essentially the same. The only difference is, I'll do that again. The only difference is what I'll do with these peas is we'll just get them by hand like this and we'll just sprinkle them around. Now this system here is not as even as the other one, but because it's so big, it gives you more margin for error, and the seeder obviously not as costly for produce. So kilo into kilo out there, a bit more efficient your seeds. You want them fairly dense as well, to be honest with you. So once you do a bit of it, you'll get the knack of it. But you just sprinkle them around. You got them in there fairly dense. Now you can see this here is not as efficient. See, I've got a spot here of quite a few together, and then over here it's a lot thinner on. So that's why we try and use that seeder where possible. Now we do make bigger holes for this, so you can use them for peas. But most people, because peas is something you do a lot of, they just whack them out by hand. It's a bit faster, and then we're set up for this again. So we'll just chuck that one on there, and basically we'll just do the rest. And next thing, we'll have the microgreens come up and grown. Usually takes 7 to 14 days, depending on what you're doing.